Are you feeling overwhelmed with GoHighLevel and you want to set it up, but you're not quite sure? In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the basic steps to getting it up and running and started and getting you on the path to monetizing your social media, your business, whatever it is you're using HighLevel for. My name is Mandy Sommers, and I am the owner and creator of Summer School. I have been teaching thousands of people how to use the GoHighLevel system for over 5 years. I've also built multiple YouTube channels, and I have built out a ton of online courses that you can find on summerschool.com. I only tell you all of that not to brag or anything, just to tell you that I know how to use this system, and I've actually used it to monetize my YouTube, my Instagram, my social media, and I've absolutely loved it. And I know you're going to love it too. It can be a little overwhelming though at the beginning to get started, and that is what this video is all about. I want to help you get started instantly and not feel like you're drowning in tech and you're like, what am I even doing with this system? I'm going to put a link in the description below, and it's going to have a 30-day free trial, and you'll also get access to my GHL online course for absolutely free. So you can find that in the description below. But let's jump right in. I'm going to show you how to set this up and actually customize it so it feels like home. I want you to log in to your GHL account and feel like, okay, this is the place where I run my business and it's super fun. So let's jump right in. So when you log in to GHL, it's actually going to look similar to this. Now, I've already customized mine, and so I'm going to show you how to do that, but yours probably has a dark navy blue side banner and across the top. It also probably has the GHL logo right here. But like I said, I want you to feel like you have moved right in and this is your new home. And so I'm going to teach you how to do all of that. We're actually going to come all the way down to the very bottom, the bottom left, and we're going to click the setting. Now, once we get down into the settings, we're going to click over underneath profile to the company. This is how we're going to set this up to feel like home. And if you have the 297 plan, you can do this. If you're on the 97 plan, then you're going to have to skip this part because I don't think you can customize. The first thing that you want to do is come right over to HighLevel, and right here, you want to upload your logo. And that logo is going to show up in the top left corner so that it begins to feel very homey. You scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can toggle between dark and light. Now, I personally put the light on, but that's how you change that. You can also put in some custom coding if you want to change it to a different color. Now, the next thing that you want to make sure and do is if you are on the 297 or 497 plan, which I probably should go over what the different plans are, so I'll do that right after this, then you are going to be able to customize the domain for when you log in. This means that you can log into your DNS service and make a subdomain. So mine is, our company is EverPro Marketing. So we've got crm.everpromarketing.com. And so you can add that in right here. When you click, you'll just put this, whatever the subdomain is, click continue, and it will have you log into wherever your DNS records are, and it will update those records. So now instead of having to go to app.gohighlevel.com, you can go to, at least for mine, crm.everpromarketing.com, and that's how I log in. So now we have this beautifully set up. We've chosen either a light or dark theme, and we put our logo up at the top. And so you can choose whichever one that you want. Now, when you click that link below, you're actually going to get a 30-day free trial because you've clicked that link. Okay, let's jump back into the training that we have. We're going to dive into how to set up your email. So you're going to go into the agency mode view right here at the switcher, and then you're going to come down into settings and then email services. Now we have to do this in two separate areas. The first area is in your agency settings. It's very important that you set up for the entire agency an email deliverability. If you're going to have other people on your account and they're going to need to send emails from your HighLevel system, you do not want that same email to be the same connected to your main business, in my personal opinion, because if you have clients that are going to be sending from that domain, which I don't recommend, I recommend everybody has their own dedicated domain, but in case they don't, you want to make sure that this is a domain that you don't care about the reputation being damaged with. And so what you want to do is create a dedicated domain. Right here, you're going to click this button. and you're going to put in a subdomain for the domain that you're using. And so I'm going to put in here EverPro Marketing, hi@everpromarketing.com. And we're going to add domain and verify. Now what it's going to do is ask me to give it access to add the DNS records to whatever DNS folder I've got. I use Cloudflare, so it'll log me in. I'm going to authorize it. Perfect. And so even though it says not verified, it usually takes about like it said, like 60 seconds. And so we've got to give it some time. There's two different ways to set up your emails in HighLevel for the sub accounts. And it starts at the agency view. So once again, we're going to be in email services. We're going to go back over here. We've got our main one set up. Now we're going to come over to location settings. And you're going to go to whatever location is wanting to set their email up with. Okay, so let's do John Sommers. That's my husband. And we're going to do, this one is going to be lead connector. The next one that I do will be Mailgun. So what you need to do is switch over to the account that you are wanting to add this into. To come down to settings and then email services, and then we're going to click create a dedicated domain. And right here is where you're going to put hi.johnsommers.com, and we're going to add and verify. This is going to pull up your DNS records, and it's going to add in some DNS records for you. We used to have to do this manually, and it's so much better. I love it that HighLevel has made this so simple for us. So you authorize the domain. It's going to pull up the DNS records. We're going to authorize that. So now we're going to come back to our dedicated domain right here. And I obviously need to connect this into my Google Workspace. If you're wanting a custom domain, which I'll have another video on how to do that, but hopefully you've already got that done if you're here. And if not, then watch the video above and that should help you with this. But now when we send emails, we're going to send from like john@hi.johnsommers.com. Or info@hi.johnsommers.com. And all of my replies come back into my email account. Come right in here to reply and forwarding settings. And then you can set where things can get forwarded to, if you want a blind copy, reply address, things like that. And if you're using Mailgun, you can actually choose Mailgun here and put your API domain in there. And you need an API key. So you're going to log into your Mailgun account, which is I'm already logged in, and you're going to come right over into API keys right here. And that's where you'll generate a key, copy that, and then place that right over here. Once you have that in there, you'll click save, and then you'll see just like this, there'll be a domain that is connected to that. So once that's done, you're going to switch over into the account that you're going to add the email into, and you're going to come down into settings. And in settings, you're actually going to come down to email services, and you should have this add service button, and it will then, because I've already got Mailgun in there, it's not showing, but it will have Mailgun here, and you can add that service there if you're going to be using Mailgun. Now, the next thing that we want to do to get your HighLevel account all set up is to make sure that you're coming down into the domains and adding a domain. Now, the domain that's added here is actually my sub account domain. So we're going to click connect an account, and I'm going to connect it to a website, funnel, or webinar. If you have nothing built out, that's okay. Still put your domain in, and I'm going to show you what to do here. So we're going to click connect, and we're going to put the domain in without the www. johnsommers.com, click continue. Now, when we authorize this, it's going to pull it up. You'll see it looks very familiar to all the things we've already done. And then from here, we actually will choose a funnel to link it to. He only has one funnel right now, so we're going to click right here. If you don't have any funnels, you can just proceed and finish and come back and link this there later. And then we're going to just choose the right page here. See how if I do additional options, if somebody puts something in wrong, then I want them to go to his main page. So I'm choosing the 404, which is the error page, to go just to his main page. And then we're going to click proceed to finish. So now we have a domain all attached to this account. The next thing that we want to do is come into our custom values and fill in a few key custom values. The first one that I like to add is logo. And For this one, I usually will have two windows open. I'll have one here and one here. And I will go back into the media storage and I'll upload the logo that I want here. And I'm going to actually just get the link, come back into custom values, and I'm going to create a new value, name it logo, and then the actual value is the link to that logo. The reason why we create this as a custom value is if you ever change your logo, you don't want to have to go through 100 pages on your website and change it. If you use a custom value, you only have to change it in this one place and it will change across the board wherever this custom value is in your funnels, your emails, your templates, any of those things. The next thing that I always like to put in here is the year. And the reason why is because once again, I don't want to have to go through all my funnels and change the year at the bottom of the page every year that it flips over. So we're going to create that. And then I also want to add in a couple basic things like my from email. So, and the value for this will be john@hi.john. Okay. And then the next one that I want to create is my from name. This is actually really helpful when you're using snapshots from other people or you're selling them. So, which is why I do a lot of this. So you can put that custom value in there. And then maybe your business name, whatever custom values you feel like you're going to duplicate over and over again on a lot of funnels, websites, emails, you want to put them in here. Once you have those custom values done, now it's time to go to the next step. So let's drop down into the very bottom. This is actually a brand new feature and it's called brand boards. I'm so excited for this because we've been asking for this for a really, really long time. What you want to do here is you want to add a design kit that has your colors in it, your logo, things like that. And so I can start from scratch and click continue. And then in here, I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to upload logo 1. I'm going to upload logo 2. And then I can come over to colors. And this is where I can put all of my custom colors into one place. You just simply click add, and then you have to check on the color, and then you can find, let's just say it's a little purple. This is the blue, and this is the number. Perfect. Okay, so, and then we'll do blue. And then you can choose the font that you want showing up on all of your things as well and put that in here. Then you're going to save. Oh, I'm going to name this. Perfect. We're going to save that. There we go. Now you've got your brand board all set up, ready to go. That's going to be amazing. Now, the next step is going to be to connect and go to your integrations and connect some of the main things that you'll be working with. So this is, once again, down in settings in the bottom left, you're going to go into integrations, and then you want to take the time to set up your Google Calendar, your Google account, your Facebook and Instagram, your Stripe account. If you're going to sell anything, make sure that you get that connected, your TikTok, LinkedIn. All the different things that you use, you can connect into here. If you've got Shopify and you want to connect that, then great. So make sure that you go in and set up all these integrations. Once you set up these integrations, you can go even one step further. And if you have any Facebook forms or TikTok forms or LinkedIn forms, you'll actually see that pop up here, your page, once you've integrated Facebook in, and then you can actually map the forms so that they'll come into your system. This is really cool with HighLevel, and I'm so glad they've added this. Now, the last thing to do in this section is to make sure that you've got your number added, your phone number. And this is actually a video in and of itself that we need to do all on its own. And so I just want you to check the cards and you can grab access to that here because you want to make sure and get your A2P done as well with this. Now that you've done all of that, your HighLevel system is basically set up and ready to get rolling. You can send an email because you've set your email up. You can set up a funnel because now you have a domain. You can build out a website. And I've got so many other videos that are going to walk you through each one of those steps. Or you can jump in to my GoHighLevel course that is absolutely free. Go ahead and click below on the 30-day free trial, and that will drop you into the GHL videos that you can have access to. And I'm so excited for you to get started. If you found value in this, will you please give this a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I hope that we see you in the next videos that are popping up right about here. All right, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon and have fun making some magic and monetizing your social media.